Hello, 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 hello. You know, I understand ego supports lustful ways. Ego supports pride. But when brokenness occurs or happens or trauma happens, it doesn't nourish or support it. It helps one to get a quick fix and put a band-aid over. So my question overall is, what's genuine love? What's real love? Real love is knowing that all are not of our own. We are all are not of our own. That we all are special and unique and loved and powerful. I don't just say this and live a different way, treat people differently. No, if I can't respect them, be at peace with them, I be distant. That's another way of being peaceful, being kind. But people talk so much about lust, they quiet. A lot of people are quiet on what removes lust and the things that's attracted to it, that's supporting it. They don't want to talk about that because they're attached to it some kind of way. Either lust, ego, pride, something of the flesh, something that can validate them wearing a mask, but it doesn't support self-love. If I have enough self-love, I'm not going to point any fingers at others who don't have it or who do have it. I'm going to be focused on me. I will be looking at, okay, what's the root of my issues? Childhood issues. It's not just my issues, it's a lot of people's issues. When I think about this, it makes me want to vomit. So I'm just going to say how it is. If you got issues and you broken, and you lay down with someone else who got issues and they broken, you get in double trouble of all kind of chaos. Not just soul ties, not just brokenness, not just karma, not just foulness, not just curses, but no genuine love. Genuine love wouldn't want you to step out of your flesh. Genuine love would want you to evolve. That's not attached to your flesh. It's not attached to your ego. I observed this because I had to test this. I had to look for it. I had to search for it. Because I've been broken in every way possible to mankind or to known to others, even myself. I didn't know how to survive. Then I went back to things that made me broken. Instead of healing, instead of going to God and really finding His love. His love is the way, truly. When you lay down with someone, you're picking up their habits, you're picking up their unhealthy soul ties, you're picking up their baggage, you're picking up everything. It's like you're telling Most High, I'm gonna be one with this person. I want to be one with their spirit. So if they don't love themselves, you ain't love you basically loving their demons, their entertainment. I'm not about to go through this again in my life. I don't care how good a man could look. I don't care how much money he has. I don't care how much power he has. All those things mean nothing. No one can get in the way of self-love. It's an importance because truly I'm hungry for God's love in my life so I can know how to love myself. So I can be in a position to love someone else. But if I don't receive love from God and how to love myself, what's going to happen? You're going to get distracted and looking at others, looking at what ifs, looking at the options and all those things, and it's not important. Well, I realize I'm not missing nothing if I can't get right with God, if I can't get my relationship right with Him, if I can't love on Him and love on myself. That's what's missing. Because a lot of people who are in relationships, really situationships, really is dating, but motives behind it. And a lot of people don't genuinely love themselves, or they don't have room to love someone else. When I say what's genuine love, if you don't know the love of God, how can you genuinely, truly love someone else? When you experience God's love, you don't have room to be jealous of nobody. You have no room to compete. You have no room to belittle nobody. You have no room to try to be ruled over someone else. That means you're not in line yourself for His love for you. When you receive the abundance. It's like having one illness attracts another illness. So same thing as an addiction. If you got a lustful addiction, but I noticed it'll attract all kinds of different addictions. I remember when I was loose as a goose, before I can act out in my lustful ways, I had to get drunk extremely high. Because I wanted to block out my conscience. I wanted to block out how my body will feel. I wanted to block out how my moral values were gone. And I had to remove my identity. I had to escape reality of what am I doing? It's a lot of people doing this. It's not just in certain lifestyles. A lot of people are blocking their conscience. A lot of people are blocking so I noticed when I would before I would do any of this wild activity, I would have to get drunk. And all of those issues from childhood start popping up out the blue. And what made me do more? Drink more, get high more. And what Satan did, he would bring a man around, but had a familiar spirit. Would remind one of who abandoned me first, or who rejected me first. And it was like making the wound fresh. Woo, woo. There's some people I was around that made me forget about who I was and the labels and the acts I was doing, for me to only remember that and to remember them. But if I recognize I was dirty and recognize my own flaws and my own sin, I can't help but to reflect on others' wrong issues, mindsets, characteristics, and why they lost their heart. This world don't know of real love. This world know of destruction. This world know of being evil. This world know of being judgmental. This world know of separation. This world know of pride. This world loves everybody operating out of these things because they get a profit off of it. It's in trend. It's in trend to be lustful. Oh, it's in trend to not have a commitment, a relationship. It's in trend to lay down with someone you don't love. Folk could call me religious. I'm not being religious. I was too wild to be religious. I was too wild. I'm too wild to be religious. I might be honest and be real. I don't got room to be religious. But these are the same ones who want to gatekeep, have the nerve to gatekeep others' breakthrough or their blessing or being accepted. But there's coming a time where your own judgment need to be questioned and be put in check. And Most High gonna ask you, where is your own heart? Where is your love? What happened to your self-love? What happened to your identity? What happened to you knowing real love? You know of real love, you wouldn't be doing wickedness for money. I know of a lot of people would hate for me to say that because they want me to stop there and live in shame and be broken, but I had to face what I was doing, and I'm not living that way no more. I'm not projecting sexual energy onto others. That's lowballing. That's low wickedness of your flesh. No. You know how many days I cried being broken? You know how many days I cried when people lied on me? Perception is a mug. People can perceive you one way, your motives are totally different, but they don't want you to speak up. They don't want you to move forward. Don't want you to heal. People asking for too damn much and can't even represent what healing is like to say this is what you should be doing. Miss me with it. Miss me with it. Miss me with it. What's genuine love is forgiving others when they're wrong, but correcting them. Correcting them from what you've seen, but not keeping them in shame, not keeping them to be broken. Who is man to try to chastise someone else, though, if they're not doing what you want to label them as? What's love, yo? What's love? Love is whenever you have a need, there is a provision of a way made for it. That's love. Love is, I'm not looked as my sin label me as. Love is, there's more to discover of oneself, but you have to find it. You have to dig deep. You have to go past the mess, past the persecution, past the judgment, past the naysayers, past the the judgments, the fearful claims and all those things, all those people. What I realize is a lot of those people who accuse others, they not even loving themselves. They love their mask and the system that support them wearing a mask. Yet they got strongholds they not seeing. They're not seeing the strongholds they deal with because it's not yet time for them to heal. Because they love wearing a mask. When one want to heal and really, really break through comes, you're going to see the strongholds poke out like hell. I'm not going to say when I broke free from that lust addiction, but I know it was... It was some time ago. It was some time ago, real talk. It's funny how people try to make me repeat the lesson, repeat the torment, repeat the abandonment, the shame. It's like, nah, I haven't operated out of that. I haven't dug deep into action into that. You can't make me relive a lesson I already been through. No, but it shows the ones who lie because they wear their energy. It don't have to be from lust. It actually could be from confusion. It actually can be from insecurity. It actually can be from having a judgmental mindset. I forgive them and move on. I got no bad blood for nobody. But there's a problem. It's two different kind of problems when I find out what love is. This is like a big cycle, right? If you do wrong or right, there's a cycle going on. If you do wrong, you're going to have to reap, and your lessons you have to learn, and you have to go through, and you have to deal with strongholds and your demons and demons of others. But if you do right, you can take accountability and see light at the tunnel, and after a while the fight gets less harder. But you're dealing with strongholds. But if you could deal and fight and face the strongholds of every sin, you find out what love is, and you can reproclaim your identity and your power. Enemies ain't doing that. Naysayers ain't doing that. Mm-mm. They love their mags. They love where they fit in. They love being judgmental. I never seen folk who would be judgmental, but they would be in the way. What happened to your own love for yourself where you won't be in the way of others? You go focus on yourself. I'm not ashamed about the lessons I had to learn, because I had to deal with the strongholds one day sooner or later. So I look at it as an opportunity to not get lukewarm, or not be lukewarm, or not be religious, or not be judgmental, or not be hateful. It's an opportunity when warfare comes, when the slander comes, when judgmental folk come. That's an opportunity to break free from anything that's bothering me, anything that's a heavy weight, and find out what love is. If you don't find out what love is, you give the enemy power. You give Satan power. And after a while, that chain feeds off of addiction, feeds lust, feeds ego, feeds pride, and it blocks every blessing and healing and God's love for you. When I get my eyes off of these people who lying, spreading gossip, and that don't want me to speak on what I'm thinking or how I'm operating or how I move or speak on my case or how I feel or even the struggle with dealing with these people. The only way to get through it is to operate out of love and heal. Because the fight is unfair. It's unfair. It's unfair from the get-go because no one hears what I say, but they lurk and listen, ear hustle. But you wouldn't let me defend my case or my cause or my position, my role. I don't know who the hell said that I'm not worthy to defend myself, but they got one hell of a fight coming. It makes them feel good to just constantly say, I'm operating out of lust. But if you're operating out of lust, you're not going to have real confidence. You're going to have ego. You're going to have pride. Oh, this alter ego. You could do all this, you could do all that, but it's not helping you love yourself. It's not helping you love someone else. I had to get real with myself and ask myself, what is lust attracting for me? What is it doing for me? And I can honestly say it brought trash to my house, to my life, to my spirit, to my soul. It done nothing for me. But it was a cover-up of a mask to hide how broken one can get. And the longer you hold on to the brokenness wearing a mask, the uglier it gets. Being around other people who wearing a mask, who have addictions, they may not be led by lust or overbearing with lust, but they was overbearing with other type of addictions. Drugs, pride, ego, alcohol. So many other things. So every time when shame comes about with the things I've done and this and the third, I don't break behind that. I could say I heal behind those things that I did do. And I can stand with clean hands no matter who says what. They have to walk away and respect the fact my hands are clean and that they only can spread lies like cowards do. But they gotta respect, oh, I send things out to break you, but after a while they don't break you no more. It give you the choice to heal. It gave me the choice to heal. It gave me the invitation to heal. Ooh-wee. For ones who want to be in control and want to have power, you need to go to God. He'll give you power. He'll give you wisdom. He will give you something powerful that it will be out of the norm. But you got to fight demons to receive. It's amazing how people will try to chastise to keep you staying broken because they're comfortable with others being broken if you've been broken so long. But when you heal, they have to adjust who they are, their motives, how they operate, and how they view people. A lot of the times people don't want to deal with their own judgment that they have to see. I think we all need healing. I think we all need God's love. I think um, we all need it. And I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not being judgmental. If I can't hold on to ways from how I acted in my 20s or in my 30s and I'm in my 40s, and it caused me to renew my mind, and it causes me to be more health conscious, and it caused me to be more conscious of my character and not to carry any burdens, anything that doesn't feed my soul, my heart, or it doesn't support feeding others or supporting them to do their best. I'm not carrying it. I'm not carrying the weight of how people feel. They need to deal with that. Because one thing I noticed, the same people that may not like you, they don't have love for themselves, and they're jealous or want to stop you loving yourself. So it's about having so much self-love with tuning people the hell out. Tuning folk out. I'm not talking about being rude. I'm not talking about being disrespectful. I'm not talking about causing harm to others. I mean, loving yourself enough where you can go forward, be productive, be in your own gifts, feed your spirit, man. Do the things that feed your spirit, your soul. I never thought in a million years that chaos would feed my soul. But the sweet thing about chaos is when it stops and it's time to clean up, cleaning up is like reviewing what you have, what you don't need, why you had it, how long you had it. It's like you go through your own inventory through the chaos. And it becomes a blessing. Never thought in a million years I'd say that. Not me. I was stubborn, spoiled, self-centered. But at the same time, I was enough toxic to feed in others' toxic ways. But then, oh, they doing this to me. But I didn't have strong boundaries to say enough is enough. You're not doing this to me no more. So hint. Folk who want to abuse me, abuse this label you want me under, okay, cool. Carry that. You can carry that energy from the words you speak. You can carry that. You can carry those projections on how you think of me. Cool, carry that. But how I show up and how I operate and the way you view me is two different things. And that don't mean I gotta get along with you. That don't mean I gotta Oh, when you come around, no, keep that. Because I notice when you be trying to clear out what you think of your perception, when you see it's clear and the understanding was clear or genuine, do you want to come around? Keep your energy and ask yourself, where's your own self-love? Because I'm focused on mine. I don't got no more time to be worrying about others, how broken they are, how egotistic they are, how damaging they are, and they want to project or reflect or do all this. It's all trash. I'm going to go after my self-love. I'm going to go after the genuine love that I've been yearning for so many years, and that I know that I'm deserving of getting. I know everybody's deserving of getting. So no matter what devil comes my path, it don't stop the self-love. Because no matter how many people that have their opinions, their views, it's not so important why I idolize who they are or even myself. I'm hungry for the greatest love. I'm hungry for the love of my soul. I'm hungry for the one who got grace over me. I'm hungry for who he is. I'm hungry to love myself the way I should have been loving myself. And anyone who gets in the way of that, you cursing yourself twice, or maybe even more. One, you already damaged or broken, because anyone who receives genuine love, true love, they wouldn't want to stop somebody else from healing. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what position you are in this world. I don't care how powerful you are. I don't care how much you know. It's not about that. You blocking someone else's healing. You blocking them from being themselves. You blocking them from growth, from loving themselves. You blocking their evolution. Blocking them from having a healthy reputation. Woo! The very attack reveals your weakness, how much you're not covered. That's one. Two, you get double destruction. Because at that point, Most High gonna warn you. Aren't you empty? Aren't you broken? You attacking this one or that one, but you're going to get double. I learned this. It's something I learned. I wasn't attacking nobody, but when I was looking for love from, I'm going to be raw real here, I don't care, from all those men, from corrupted men. How you supposed to get love from a broken man? How you supposed to get love from a man who's not even operating out of their purpose? How you supposed to get love from a man who's not getting love from God? It was only lust. But I never seen real love though. Real love don't have nothing to do with sex. I'm gonna be Ron Red here. I'm sorry if I'm too direct. Please, please, please forgive me. But for any sex addicts, go work out.